Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's almost time. We've got what, 8 minutes left? Yeah, we've got 7 minutes left. I'm excited. Like, I'm super, super, super excited. I'm not gonna go and get my hopes up just because it's bad when you do those things. Like, it's really bad when you do those things. Getting excited, getting hopes up, having expectations for Pokemon. And I think lacking expectations is what makes things exciting for me. Because generally speaking, I don't, um, generally speaking, I don't care. Like, I'm not going to go and get super excited over things because I don't know what's to get excited over. I mean, the only thing we know for sure is Legends Arceus, um, Legends ZA, Legends Zygarde Arceus. But that's pretty much it. Like that's literally it. At least so far. So we'll see. I thought about using my webcam for this, but I'm not gonna use my webcam for this because it's just gonna get in the way and it's more buttons I have to click to turn the webcam off when the actual show starts. So no webcam. And for obvious reasons, I won't have the chat box on screen. If I full screen this, does the chat box go away? I also need to see if full screening this um, full screens it for all of you or if it's just for me. It looks like it's just for me though. No, it full screens for everybody. Okay, that's fine. That's good. I need to see how far back the stream is compared to me because it seems like there's just an ever so slight delay. What channel is live being streamed on? You can't find that on YouTube. So type in the official Pokemon channel on YouTube. Like actually go to like the official Pokemon channel, and it should have it like right there. Like you might have to scroll down a little bit, but it should show where it's live streaming in where it's live streaming on there. Which yeah, Ryan, it's Pokemon Day. But like right now what you guys are seeing is from the official page. Like even though it's just a blank screen right now, it's literally from like I'm co-streaming it, so it's live as we're live. And I'm pretty sure I can still be heard. And I'm hoping that the city background isn't too loud, if because I'm gonna turn it off as soon as the stream starts, anyways. But for now, it's just kind of like background music. That's so loud, I think. I can't hear it. So I'm gonna turn it down to that here. That's probably better. Cool. Yeah. We've got 2 minutes. It's 8:58 already. That's crazy. I'm super excited. Hi, everybody that's coming in. I should just do this more often. Just a Pokemon Day 2025 co-stream. I'm excited though. I really am excited. But question: is there anybody that's expecting anything outside of Legends Z? Like, what is on your bingo board? What is on your bingo board for like the next? I don't know, however long. I just want to know what are you guys expecting to see? What do you guys want to see? But we're here. We're like in the last few seconds, minutes, maybe. We're in the last minute. It's 8:59, at least according to my phone. Hey. Oh, let me turn off the Glit City music. Thanks, Witch. You are the best. That music's gone now. Let me know if it's too loud. It's probably too loud coming off of my computer. So it looks like there's about a 30-second delay between my phone and, or between the stream, for whatever reason, between the stream and me, or the stream and what's actually happening live. But if y'all can hear everything, then we're good.
Hello everyone, I'm Ishihara from the Pokemon Company. Today, February 27, is Pokemon Day. This is the date the Pokemon Red and Pokemon Green games were first released in Japan, marking the beginning of the Pokemon series. It's been 29 years since the birth of Pokemon, and we've reached this milestone through the support of all you trainers around the world. Thanks to all of you, it's now possible to enjoy Pokemon each day in a variety of ways. We hope to keep bringing you new experiences to brighten your day-to-day lives with Pokemon. In today's broadcast, we'll be sharing all the latest news about Pokemon, including our newest titles. Please enjoy the presentation.
It's the Netflix series Pokémon Concierge. Taking place at the Pokémon Resort on a tropical island, the story follows Haru, who is still finding her feet as a new concierge, and Psyduck as they grow together through their interactions with the resort's Pokémon guests. Its charm lies in the warm visuals that can be achieved only through stop-motion animation. And new episodes of Pokémon Concierge are in production. They are slated for release in September 2025. What sort of Pokémon will Haru and Psyduck welcome as guests next? Take a first look at a few of the Pokémon they will meet in this motion test footage. Just look at the personality and how they move. But there's more! For a limited time, the first 4 episodes are available to watch on Pokémon's official YouTube channel for free. Please take this chance to watch them if you haven't been able to tune in to Pokémon Concierge yet. And we hope you look forward to the new episodes as well.
Hello everyone, I'm Utsunomiya from the Pokémon Company. Next, we have a number of other announcements to share with you.
In Pokémon Go Tour Unova Global will take place on March 1st and March 2nd. This event can be enjoyed at no cost from anywhere in the world where Pokémon Go is available. During the event, the legendary Pokémon Black Kyurem and White Kyurem will appear in raid battles and elsewhere. Also, trainers will soon have a chance to encounter Victini and Shiny Meloetta. We'll also share promo codes for everyone to enjoy. We hope you're looking forward to the new Season 2. Remote Stadium will be returning to ranked matches. Enjoy intense battles in the unforgettable Remote Stadium. A new type of battle is also arriving, called First to 500. In it, a new feature called Eos Technology allows you to gain special effects when you score a certain number of points. Plus, look forward to an updated map, with updated wild Pokémon. The win condition is simple: be the first to score 500 points.
Next, allow me to share some news about the Pokemon video game series. In the Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet games, we're celebrating Pokemon Day with a Rotom phone case giveaway. Along with a mass outbreak event and other in-game events to come. A mighty Meowscarada, Skeledirge, and Quaquaval will appear in a series of Terra Raid battle events. And even more Pokemon are planned to appear in the future. We hope you continue to enjoy the Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet games. Next, please have a look at this video. What you've just seen is the world's first glimpse of a new title, Pokemon Champions. This title will be focused on the Pokemon battles you know and love from core Pokemon games. Pokemon Champions will continue the tradition of pitting your skills against those of other trainers from around the world, but this time we're aiming for these core-style battles to be enjoyed by more players than ever before. Game Freak, the developer of the core games, is carrying out the planning for this project, while development is being handled by the Pokemon Works. And Pokemon Champions will be coming not only to the Nintendo Switch family of systems, but to mobile devices too. You'll be able to choose how you want to play based on where you are. What's more, you can also connect with Pokemon Home. Thanks to this connectivity, you won't be limited to using Pokemon you can partner up with in Pokemon Champions. You'll be able to team up with Pokemon who joined you on your adventures in previous Pokemon games. We hope you're looking forward to battling Pokemon trainers from all corners of the world. Stay tuned for future announcements regarding the launch date of Pokemon Champions. Next, we'd like to share some information about the languages Pokemon series games will be available in. Mr. Tomás Cortijo, please take it away.
Saludos a todos desde la nueva oficina de Pokémon en la hermosa Ciudad de México. Soy Tomás Cortijo, director regional para Latinoamérica de The Pokémon Company International. El día de hoy estoy muy feliz de anunciarles que Pokémon Champions estará disponible en español latinoamericano desde el día de su lanzamiento. De igual forma, además de los 9 idiomas que los entrenadores y entrenadoras pueden elegir, Leyendas Pokémon ZA tendrá también la opción de jugarse en español latinoamericano. Esto significa que de aquí en adelante habrá 10 idiomas disponibles para jugar. Finalmente, como ya anunciamos con anterioridad, las futuras expansiones del famoso juego de cartas coleccionables de Pokémon estarán también disponibles en español de Latinoamérica. Localizar productos como Leyendas Pokémon ZA al español latinoamericano permitirá que millones de nuevos fans se unan a la comunidad global de Pokémon y se conecten con otros jugadores de formas nunca antes vistas. Como parte de The Pokémon Company Group, este es un claro ejemplo de nuestra misión de unir al mundo a través de Pokémon. Saber que los fans disfrutan aún más de jugar Pokémon en su idioma local nos permite explorar nuevas formas para deleitar a los jugadores de diferentes regiones y mercados como Latinoamérica. Este es un momento increíble para ser fan de Pokémon, sin importar en qué parte del mundo te encuentres, por lo que no puedo esperar para unirme a todos ustedes en sus próximas aventuras. Nos vemos pronto.
Finally, here's the latest update on Pokemon Legends ZA.
Pokemon Legends ZA is a new title in the Pokemon series. The story takes place in Lumiose City, the largest city in the Kalos region. Prism Tower stands tall at the center of this city of beautiful vistas. These days, Lumiose is undergoing a high-tech urban redevelopment plan to turn it into a city that people and Pokemon truly share. After you arrive in Lumiose City to see the sights, you'll meet 3 Pokemon, one of which will become your first partner: Chikorita, Tepig, and Totodile. You'll choose one of these Pokemon to accompany you on a new journey as you get to know Lumiose City and its inhabitants. Here are some of the colorful characters you'll encounter. When you arrive in Lumiose, you'll meet a new friend and ally, either Urbane or Tawny. The hotel where you'll be staying is run by AZ. You'll also meet his partner, Floette. Lumiose's redevelopment is being managed by Quasartico Inc. You'll become acquainted with the company's CEO Jet and her secretary Vinny. The different people you meet will make your time in Lumiose all the richer. To help people and Pokemon coexist, the city has set up wild zones. These areas, located throughout Lumiose, give wild Pokemon habitats where they can thrive. To catch one of these wild Pokemon, aim carefully, then throw a Pokeball. If you're having a hard time catching one, have one of your Pokemon use its moves to weaken the target, making it easier to catch. This game offers a style of Pokemon battling not seen in previous titles. Moves can have a longer or shorter reach, or different areas of effect. So choose your timing and positioning carefully to gain the upper hand. Lead your partner Pokemon through battles and dodge incoming attacks. Swap Pokemon if you need to and find the right moment to unleash a move. What's more, Certain Pokemon can go beyond evolution by undergoing Mega Evolution. When a trainer's Keystone resonates with the Megastone held by their Pokemon, the Pokemon will do more than just change shape. It'll unlock a new level of power, turning the tide of battle in its favor. As Lumiose continues its transformation into a city that belongs to both people and Pokemon, who knows what kinds of encounters and experiences will await you. Pokemon Legends ZA, coming late 2025.
Pokemon Legends ZA is scheduled to release in late 2025. We hope everybody can wait just a little longer for their adventures in Lumiose City to begin. That concludes our announcements for today. Thank you very much for watching.
So, what are we thinking?
Game. Like,
Don't you
you get
start.
kind of Let's Go vibes.
Go away.
Let's Go was a gorgeous game.
Go away. Seriously, what are we thinking? Like, how are we enjoying? Are we enjoying? It's a strange set of starters. Well, I can't say it's a strange set of starters. I don't think it's bad. I just think it is weird in the sense that okay, we are why do we have two Johto starters? And don't get me wrong, I understand we had Typhlosion last time, but I don't think that having Typhlosion last time means that we need both of the Johto starters to be starters for Legends ZA. I wonder if I can switch straight off. It'll see it. Yeah, I just don't think that it was necessary to have Legends ZA and to have both of them. I don't think it was necessary to have both of them. I do like the combat system that they have set up for Legends ZA. Like, I really like the fact that I can literally like have my Pokemon dodge a move. I don't hate the fact that they I don't know, that they kept the catching mechanics for Generation or for Legends Arceus. Like, I don't hate it, but I'm not necessarily the biggest fan of it either. But having the Omegas, yeah, I was expecting a mega reveal for like Meganium and whatnot, but we didn't get that. So I do have concerns about us not getting megas for our starters. Because don't you dare bring Chikorita in the game and get my hopes up, and then we don't have mega evolutions. Because if Chikorita gets snubbed again for getting a buff that it very much deserves, I don't think Feraligatr needs a buff. I think it's like mid tier, which for it is fine, but I just feel like it didn't have to. I don't know. I don't know what to expect yet. I need to see more, and I don't think we'll see any more about Legends Z until maybe like June. Rick, I don't get a whole lot of why you're upset, because there's absolutely no reason to bring Kanto back, and they brought a stadium game that's miles better than XD Coliseum or anything pretty much that we've ever had before. Wait, they have a Glysaur, don't they? Yeah. I'm just gonna Thunderbolt to see what happens. If they have Glysaur, that's fine. Oh, Ceaseless Edge, that's gonna hurt. So fast. I have a lot of opinions, and at the same time I don't have a lot of opinions. Like I don't know how to feel about it. These titles aren't better than X-Tier Coliseum. You haven't played them, you don't know. You're living off of your nostalgia, and I just don't think that's a good look. Only because these titles are way better. Like, I don't care about Shadow Pokemon so much that I would treat them as if they're the best things in the world. Because as much as I dislike Megas, Shadow Pokemon are not better than Megas, or Z-Moves, or Dynamax, or Terra Stylization. A new Pokemon Stadium game was way overdue. And the fact that we have one now is... I do love the design for AZ. It looks like he cleaned up his act, or got himself cleaned up and everything after he found Flobat and everything. So I like that. I do like that about it. I'm really I kind of can't wait to see what they do with him. But yeah, the last Stadium game was back in Gen 4. And of course that was Battle Revolution, which is a really fun game, but I think it's limited. Like I understand what they were trying to do with it, and I do think it's a good game. I just think that it's limited by its time. It probably could have, been updated at some point between, now and then. But I do like Pokemon Champions and what it does. So I'm not, I'm not upset about that. Like I am really happy to see this. If I live this earthquake, I'll be so happy. Ha! Take this Ice Punch. Oh, you live. Oh, you suck. I suck. Do I have a flying type? No, I have a Tauros. I wonder if champions will have Legends EA monsters just up to like Gen 9. That's a good question. Like, the classic titles of what propelled this franchise to what it is today. So what? Like, seriously, like that. I don't care about that, and I don't think that people should. Everybody acknowledges what the original titles did for the franchise. Nobody's ever, said anything wrong, said anything that, okay, yeah, these things are what started everything. But just because something was first doesn't mean it's the best. And that's just the truth. And that's, I hate the whole nostalgia glasses thing, because like, let's be honest. The very first cell phone, that big gigantic block, is not better than the cell phones we have today. Because if you're rocking around with a 1992 cell phone, you have a problem. Like it's just because it was the first doesn't make it the best. The first telephones were not better than today's cell phones. You don't see people out here playing Pong versus playing Skyrim or Minecraft. Just because Pong was like the first video game or one of the first video games doesn't mean it's better than today's video games. We respect it for what it, for what it did, for it launching, the video game industry. Dang, that sucks. You would have a freaking ghost type. Now I can't do anything because I'm banded. A computer from 1980 is not better than a computer in 2025. It's just not. But overall, I really enjoyed the presents. I think that they did just enough. Like, I don't feel like it was overdoing it with a bunch of new stuff. I really feel like it was just enough. And for me, that means a lot. Because like they really, really did like deliver. Because, Cafe Remix got their thing. Pokemon Sleep did their thing, but they didn't go over the top. But they didn't give you a whole bunch of this and that and this and that and stuff that people didn't necessarily care about. And then the stuff that the game, like the main stuff that they gave us, was good stuff. So I'm happy with what we got, which is a lot to say, because the past couple of years I haven't necessarily been too impressed with the Pokemon Presents. Why do you only have 5 Pokemon and they're all ice types? I'm not gonna allow myself to get tricked by the fact that they're all ice types. I probably should have brought Muck anyways, but I didn't. I'm just playing around with some Pokemon that Ash has owned. I'm not, taking any of these battles anything seriously, which is why I'm doing single battles and not doubles. But after I'm done with this battle, I'm gonna hop off stream. Honestly, I think Legends and Champions is pretty much where I'm gonna spend my life. Like, I'm in my head, I've already got Champions pre-ordered, and I don't think I'd play it on mobile though. Like, I'm like Switch, like with Unite was different, because Unite, I spent so much time on my Switch for Unite, and Unite controls on the Switch were harder for me. But on mobile, it was just so easy. So I pretty much only play Unite on mobile now. And I'm probably I'm gonna keep it that way. I'm probably never gonna play Unite on the Switch again. But Champions is different. Champions is something that I would 100% only play on the Switch, because I don't know how my phone would handle it. Like, I would probably wait. Why do you Aurora Veil? You don't have the snow. Okay. I don't know how I feel about Legends. See, and I think with Champions, especially with us having Pokemon Home connectivity, I think that it's only good if we can still use Move Tutor moves. Because if I can't use like modern day moves, especially for the Pokemon that aren't in Scarlet and Violet that have Megas like Sharpedo, if I can't go and use some of the moves, like if Sharpedo can't learn Wave Crash, I don't care. Like, Waterfall is good, Liquidation is good. Give Sharpedo Wave Crash. Give him Short Stance. Give me something that says, this is, worth it, because I just genuinely don't care. And I don't think that, if we're not able to transfer like egg moves and Move Tutor moves and stuff like that, then it's just not worth it, in my opinion. And I could be wrong. Except I play Heart Gold Soul Silver and the Gen 3 games a million times over than play what's been coming out post BDSP. And the fact that people like that simplicity without it being based on nostalgia says something. But people literally like the simplicity because of the nostalgia, not for any other reason. Therefore, in several ways, the old school are better than what's coming out today, but that's not the case. Yeah, like, it's just like, no matter how you try to put it, it's just not, that's just not, you know, like, that's just, it's not the case. Like, it's not better than what we have today. And no, I'm not saying that the new games are just without fault, because they have a lot. Dang, that sucks. Because they have a lot of faults. But what we have today is, oh, you know what? That chilling water, I think, messed me up. Did you watch the Pokemon Presents? Yeah, I streamed it. I was streaming it on here on the channel, on the page. No, I think people liked Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. I think the issue with BDSP was the fact that it's just was lackluster, and it didn't offer anything that we were used to getting from a remake. Granted, the Grand Underground was pretty nice, but like, it was limiting, and there's no way, dude. You only get 5 of those. You're not taking me out, right? Oh yeah, I'm dead. I'm dead. I just did not expect 4. Yes. When is the Switch 2 released? I don't know. You have to ask Nintendo. Because unfortunately, my uncle does not work at Nintendo. I don't work at Nintendo. I have no idea when the Switch 2 is going to release. Ice Cube's still alive? The Chibis ruined it at first. I don't think the Chibis ruined it. I think the Chibis would have been fine if the content within the game was better than what it is. Rocky helmet. I'm willing to bet that the Switch 2 will probably come out, because they're doing a demo in April. They're having a Switch 2 demo in April. So I'm willing to bet that the Switch 2 either comes out in June, or it comes out probably sometime in like October or November. If it comes out in November, like they wait for a holiday release for it, then what I could see happening is the Switch 2 launches with, let's say, a Metroid title, because you know we gotta have Metroid. Obviously Mario Kart 9, maybe another like Switch Sports type game, like Switch Sports 2, and potentially launches with Legends EA 2. And again, that's not true. You don't, just because you have a formula doesn't mean you stick with it. Just because it's working now doesn't mean it will always work. Doesn't mean you can't find better ways to do something or make something better. There's a reason you're on Facebook now and not on MySpace. There's a reason we're all on laptops and modern day computers, when all these older computers work just fine. They worked fine for the time period that they were in. But I don't see you on Windows 98 right now. Oh, he's Terra Water. Oh, that is so bad for me. Never mind. Like, the Model T is not better than a car in 2025. In no sense of the word. Model T is not safer than a modern day car. The Model T does not go as fast. It is not as secure. Oh no, I didn't mean to keep battling. No, get me out of here. No. But no, there's a lot to, like, simplicity is good in some aspects. But in Pokemon it's not. The entire basis on Pokemon is to evolve. And willingly choosing to not evolve is a fault on your end. Because why would you not want to get better at something? Why would you not want something to improve? Nobody, no game, anywhere is still using 8-bit, 16-bit pixels. It's not smart, it's not practical, and it's not appealing. Dang, I did not mean to do extra battle. But I'm here, I'm stuck with it now. But yeah, this will be the last battle that I do on stream. I'm so glad I won that last one though, because I really thought that the Terra Water Cloyster would have beaten me. But I guess Terra Fire Overheat was just too strong. But Cloyster doesn't have a whole lot of special attack either, so here's that. This is such a terrible lead option. Like it's like, okay, I either die or I send something in to die. Wait, I'm fast. I would have used Body Slam then. I'm sad now. Poor Tauros. I have not given Tauros a good look this entire time. But I also don't know why I can't use my Greninja. It's literally Ash's Greninja. Well, that's not fun. Alright, Buck, it's all up to you. At least since the edge Chikorita and Totodile man get more rent from the company. I know, right? I'm happy for Chikorita. Totodile's gotten their respect. Like, Totodile's been used in competitive, but Chikorita hasn't. So I'm super excited for Chikorita to show its face and be useful. I'm kind of excited for Tepig too, because Tepig was always like that fire type that was never really like appreciated like that. And I'm happy to see it's, you know, getting some love. I knew I should have, well, he could be electric. Yeah, he's Terra Electric, so I'll probably just die. Because regional form is a monster, it means the whole thing may be too. I don't know what to expect. Like, I don't know what to expect. Because while we're all, you know, expecting probably, you know, a fairy type Meganium or something like that, I don't know what to expect. And I feel like I shouldn't expect it. I feel like it's gonna be something weird. Like, what if Meganium flies or something? You know, it'd be great if I froze this thing. Oh gosh. I got the freeze. I cannot believe I froze it. Why don't you do any damage? Like, my muck is not weak. I don't care, just stay frozen. Okay, first of all, BDSP did not have appeal beyond the nostalgia crowd. The nostalgia crowd didn't even like the game. Man, you had the thought right there. Let's Go had appeal because Let's Go looked good and played good. Sword and Shield had appeal and lost it immediately when they announced Dexit. People hated Dexit forever. Now visually, Sword and Shield looked great. But people hated not being able to play with half the Pokédex. And along with all the other issues that Pokemon had, I wouldn't say that Sword and Shield were very liked games. They sold extremely well. Let's Go Pikachu sold extremely well, but BDSP didn't. Along with the fact that even if they're like you and prefer modernity and what it's not that I prefer modernity, because that's just not the case. I will easily go back and play a Gen 2 game or a Gen 3 game in a heartbeat. I don't care about that stuff. Matter of fact, Gen 3 is probably my most replayed generation of Pokemon ever. I would say Gen 3, and then Gen 2, and probably Gen 5 is probably like my most replayed generation. But it's pretty much mostly just Gen 3 and Gen 2. But the reason I go back and replay those games is strictly for nostalgia. I don't think that those games are better than what we have. And I don't think that anybody should think that they're better than what we have, because they're not. But business-wise, this isn't dumb. They're not leaving money on the table. They're going to go and get $20 million off of this game. I don't think they're stressing about money. There's no business to gain for charging $10 to put the Gen 1 through 3 games on the virtual console. Like, it's good in a concept, but 30 million people aren't rebuying those games. Like, 30 million people are not rebuying those copies of those games. There's nations of people. No, there's not nations of people. Yes, a lot of people want the OG games to come back to the Switch. I want the OG games to come back to the Switch, but strictly for the fact that I'm tired of people asking for it, not because I think they need to be there. If you want to go play the OG games that badly, get you a 3DS or go buy the games. It is completely justified because there's nothing for them to do. There's zero benefit to them being on the Switch. Coliseum and XD is a whole different story. Coliseum and XD are 3D games. They should be on the Switch. Heart Gold and Soul Silver are remakes. They can stay right where they are in the Nintendo DS. Like, they're not. So I never finished the Area Zero part on Scarlet. I did a Violet, but I never did for Scarlet. So I have to do that now. So I'm going to do that now while I'm here. I was going to end the stream, but I'm just going to keep playing. I don't remember what the main thing is, though. Whoa. So it's not unjustified just because it's something that you want. It has to be profit. It has to be guaranteed to be profitable, and it's just not. Like, yeah, you're buying it, but if you're not going to go and buy it 30 million times, that was a good one for you. I'm glad you came out. I'm glad you came out and watched, because I do like I really enjoyed the presents, and I'm glad that I was actually able to share that with a bunch of people. But I will 100% fully stand by the fact that the older games are appreciated for what they were. They are 100% appreciated for what they were. They are not the golden standard. They are the games that allow the games we have today to be better than what they once were. I don't remember how far down in here I got to, so I'm just gonna keep going until I find the next part of the story. Oh, I have a bike. There's probably more stuff that's happening right now that I just haven't covered and I haven't gone to look at yet, as far as the presents goes. Because, you know, they always talk about some more stuff like after the fact. And I just haven't gone to go look at it because in like 20 minutes I'm going to go talk about it anyways. Or I'm going to go post about it on the page. Jeez, how far down do I have to go? Where's the entrance? Where? Oh, there you guys are. Is this the part where I have to go across the water? Yeah, it is. You guys get to see me probably complete the rest of this story. Or whoever's left gets to see me complete the rest of the story. Disgrateful for not finishing. Well, I finished it on Violet. I just haven't finished it on Scarlet because I was playing through Scarlet with my fiance. Well, she was playing Violet while I was playing Scarlet, so I was going through a whole second game with her. And I really was at a point only playing with her, but then she hasn't played Violet in a while. So I just was like, well, I'm just gonna keep playing because I want to keep playing. I want to get through the rest of the story. And I'll still be here to watch it when she does go back to play it. But I want to play it now. And I don't often want to like just do the story. Okay, right. So the demand for the OG games to come back to the Switch is high, but they're not leaving millions on the table. I want you to go and look up exactly how many copies of the Gen 1 and 2 games that sold on the 3DS Virtual Console. And I want you to see why it's not beneficial for them to do it. Because, wait. Yeah, I have to go back. because while it's a good concept, it's not going to sell. They're not going to get the money that you think they're going to get from it. So yes, it can sound good or look good on paper, but financially, it will not equate to the amount of money that they're making just from a regular series game. It will not account to the sales that they're making from, like, forget the money, just the amount of sales that they're getting in general. The re-releases are not going to help them because the re-releases on the 3DS did not help them. And yes, they made some money off of it, but they didn't make like bukus or buttloads of money, which is probably why they're not doing it again. It's not beneficial as opposed to going and just making a new game or remaking an old game. Like I like you are seeing things from a consumer perspective, not from a business perspective. And I think that as soon as you stop looking through a glass that was made in 2012, since you like Heart Gold and Soul Silver, I'm going to give you 2012. Like I think that, and all that is just a remake of Gen 2, so I'll say 2002. But I think that once like you realize, the full scope of things instead of looking through your lens, then you understand that going back and bringing them back is strictly for nostalgia. And maybe for the 30th anniversary, you do something like that. For the 20th anniversary, you do something like that. All the anniversary dates, sure. But right now, it's not necessary. If you want to talk about bringing these old games back, maybe next year. Maybe on the actual 30th anniversary. Not now, not this year. It's not worth it. Because if I can go and do what Pokemon Champions is doing and give people everything that they want in one game, I'm gonna do that. I'd rather give you everything in one brand new game than give you these old games back. These old games are old. There's a reason they're not being resold. There's a reason they're not bringing it back on a virtual console. There's a reason that games are being remade as opposed to being resold. Heart Gold and Soul Silver is better than Gold, Silver, Crystal, Fire Red, and Leaf Green is better than Red and Blue, or Red and Green. Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, is at the very least on par, but I would still say it's better than the original Ruby and Sapphire. Maybe not Emerald though, because Battle Frontier. Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl are still better than Diamond and Pearl. And I don't like Gen 4, period. But I have no problem admitting that they're better. Let's Go Pikachu is arguably better or just as good as Fire Red and Leaf Green. Dang, Kieran, you weak. Come on, Kieran, pull. Pull. That boy's strong. Check out your brand new Pokemon. Oh, let me take my logo off. Put this one on. See, Kira messed up because the crystal gem, when it hatched into Terapagos, saw me first. And that's where he messed up. Because, as you know, when egg hatches, it will latch onto the first person it sees. Like, that's what happened with Misty's Togepi. Even though it was Ash's Togepi, it saw Misty first. So, yeah, when Terapagos hatched from its crystal, it saw me first and walked straight towards me. Basically, Karen stole my Pokemon. I love how she's just talking about now I can study Terapagos whenever I want to. Who says you get to study my Terapagos? Even if it's Kieran's right now, who says you get to study it? He doesn't like you. Think you could give us a demonstration? Yeah. You probably shouldn't. You should probably wait until we're out of this place with an abundance of terrestrial energy. Are you ready to battle? Yeah, of course. I've got 2 level 100 Pokemon, my Koraidon, and my shiny Jumpluff. I'm probably going to get smacked. Matter of fact, I'm going to make this battle fun. I want to leave with my shiny Jumpluff that I got in Area 0. Let me see it again. Wait, they force you to go? Oh, no, they don't. Okay. It was grayed out, so I wasn't sure. Are you ready? Dun, dun. But anyways, I think that Legends ZA and Champions are good. And I'm excited for them. But for Champions, I do want to know, I do wonder this is not a competitive one. This is literally just. Does this Terapagos have Power Gem? I hope not. Zen Headbutt. That's also bad. Thank you. Jumpluff doing the thing. Jumpluff. Venomoth. Venomoth doing the thing. I am going to Acid Spray because I want to lower your special effects. That's fine. We don't care about Terra Shell. That's gonna hurt if it doesn't just kill me. It just killed me. Alright, we're off to a terrible start. We did some damage. You're so fast. What you mean? Terapagos is strong. You think it gets bad if I send out Rimuru? He didn't get mad. That's fine. Yeah, take damage. I'm just trying to get reactions. I'm trying to get reactions from Kieran by sending out, you know, random Pokemon. He didn't respond to Ogerpon. Oh, you know what? Sending out a Pokemon. Oh, dang. You really did nothing. Alright, so. That bulk up? No, just was a question. Maybe if I had a bulk up, that would have been better. I don't know. Gone. It has a weakness? I thought this was a hidden trait. Yeah. But it's still a Pokemon. Of course it has a weakness. Unless you're Electros. In which case you kind of don't have a weakness. Yeah, you thought wrong, my guy. You just caught this Pokemon. I don't know what it does. If executives have had their heads out their asses, they would be riding the nostalgia train. Every single generation will be generation 1 through 3. Everything that we ever got Pokemon would always be generations 1 through 3. And they would never do anything new. And that is not okay. Like, it's just not okay. There's no justifying that. No, they're not making millions of dollars. They'll make a few $1 billion, definitely not making billions of dollars. Like, they're definitely not making billions of dollars. They're not gonna make, but I can almost guarantee you that if they sold a 3-in-1 cartridge for generations 1 through 3, it still wouldn't sell as well as the original games did. And it probably wouldn't be close. Like, the DS era of games minus Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum were peak Pokemon. I agree. But I don't want them back. Zoka right on. That boy Trapper goes broke your Master Ball. It's not even that it wouldn't go outside, or it wouldn't go back inside. It broke the Master Ball. I'm on my Tobias arc now. Can I put it to sleep? Hey, Brian, how about you get in here? We can make this a raid battle. I don't think I can put it to sleep because it's got that shield up. Nah, I'm here anytime. I would love Fortune on Switch, but I won't lose sleep because we didn't get it announced. Dang, I'll take a lot of. Oh, that's me. So, I think that it will do well. I don't think that it's necessary. Like, if we had the games, then it's fine. Don't make me terrestrialize my Pokemon. I don't want to. Because I'm just going to take more damage. Gotcha. Why are you doing this? Gotcha's not gonna do anything. Oh gosh, that's so terrible. I think that Gens 1 through 3 would sell. I don't think that it would sell enough for it to matter. And the fact that we've already had them be resold before makes me believe that. And yeah, the Switch is a little bit more available than the 3DS was, but I don't see it. And I don't think that I am wrong. I'm not using Terrestrialized Pokemon to strike back. I'm not doing it. At least not. Are you gonna make me do this by myself? You guys suck. Come to summer when I'm done. I must have more time to work and start collecting Pokemon games again. It's a lot of work. Like, I've got a friend of mine that's like going and collecting Pokemon games and stuff, and it just seems like it's so much work. And it's cool. Like, I want to go back and start collecting Pokemon games myself, but also y'all are forcing me to terrestrialize. Oh no, I didn't. Okay, good. What does that mean? Have I seen it do this before? Bro, you built a shield? Why am I here? To change its type. To what? What do it change its type to? Carmine, you sent out one Pokemon. I know you didn't go underground to Area 0 and only bring one Pokemon. Only keep facing around for Marketplace, so if I want to get a game, I'll do it off there. So I got one of my Switches off Marketplace. Like, I've got 2 Switches. One of them I got off of Marketplace. And I think Marketplace is probably the best place to get games because they're actually fairly priced for the most part. Going to like any website is pretty much a terrible idea. But at the same time, I don't know. I feel weird about it. What type is it? It's like it changes type, but to what? And it looks like Psychic, but I can't tell. So I'm just gonna use Aqua Cutter because I can't tell what type it is. You're not gonna get me to Dynamax. I'm gonna die. I probably shouldn't have my 2 level 100 Pokemon. Matter of fact, screw it. After one more attack. Oh, okay, so it is Psychic. My Leechberry? Hey, we take the boost. Listen. Y'all want me to Terrestrialize so badly. And it's not gonna do any damage. Oh wait, he could be Fairy type and not Psychic though. Because Psychic wouldn't help it against Darkrai, but Fairy would. And Fairy still resists fighting. So if he's Fairy type and not Psychic, then Psychic should do damage, right? Can I get a crit too while we're at it? Okay. No, it was Psychic. It was not very effective. Hey. That's cool. I never knew that animation was a thing. Listen, Kieran, you know what? Just get out. Like, get it together, my guy. Weakest champion. Weakest blueberry champion ever. I'm happy we're not getting a spring release. Because a spring release would be bad. Like, I'm excited to play it, but I don't want to play it right now because it releases in spring and then everybody's going to complain about it being unfinished. Okay, so this looks like water. So the longer that they take to finish this game, the better. Like, I'm 100,000% happy with not seeing this game. I wouldn't care if we didn't get this game until next year, until 2026. Because let them take as much time as they need to for the game. Can you not crit the Hydrapple? I need help. Okay, so it is water. I'm running out of Pokemon. I'm down to what, 3 or 4? One of the more overly criticized game I heard. Oh gosh, Pokemon is more overly criticized than probably the entire NFL. If I had to guess between who's more criticized between the refs in the NFL and NBA combined in Pokemon, I would still say Pokemon. Don't dragon cheer me. I appreciate the high crit rate boost, but I don't need it. At least not while it's a water type. These Hydrapple are useless. This might jump off when I need it. Dragonite. I'm trying my hardest. Like, I really, really am. Thunder, that's cool. It does no damage still. Okay, screw it. Maybe I just try Slice. But no, I do think that I do think that it would sell. I'm not, denying that it would sell, maybe 10 million copies. But for a game like Pokemon, 10 million copies is not good. Like, it's just not. When Pokemon is a series that averages, 25 to 30 million sales per game, 10 million is not good. And to sell a game, cartridge or whatever, that's to sell a game cartridge or whatever that contained all 3 of the first generations of Pokemon, you would have to go and charge $60 for it. And I just don't see people paying $60 for those games that they can play on an emulator for free. That they can play on their phones for free. Like, you're not asking them to remaster the games, you're asking them to re-release the same old 16 32-bit games. And that's just not worth it. It doesn't have to be me. Get yourself another Master Ball. Can I catch it in like a not Master Ball? I have two. It deserves the best. It's going on Luxury Ball. Go Sparkle Ball. Yeah, we're fine, Briar. Literally no help to you. Carmine, if you don't calm yourself down. You ain't gotta be like me. Nobody could be like me. Be you. Sniffle, sniffle, wow, wow. Was Terrapagos our purpose for coming down here? Or did it just like happen to be something that we just had to do? That we just happened to end up doing? Spit it out, Karen. I know you like me. No, we're not going out. Don't nod your head. I didn't say yes. We were never not friends. You were just a dick. Okay, but see, can I get the next games to be about Blueberry Academy? Or Unova? Because I was writing modern settings and not something from the past. Games like Scarlet Violet out of style and I like it. Team Chikorita for sure. It's like, it's weird to me because I feel like it has a combination of like Detective Pikachu and Sword and Shield more than Scarlet Violet. But that's not necessarily a bad thing because it still does feel a little bit like Legends Arceus. And I think that the direction that they're going in with the art is still really, really good. I mean, honestly, Rick, if you want to, withhold your money from them, I think that that's fine. They've got 30 million other people around the world that will buy their games and buy multiple copies of their games. Including me. I just don't think that they're gonna, worry about that one person that isn't, because they won't release a game from 30 years ago that they don't need to release because they tried re-releasing it and it sold poorly. There's no need to try again. Can I skip the credits? It's not letting me skip the credits, and that sucks. I hate when I can't skip credits because I don't care about this stuff. I can't even go fast forward because I'm not on the emulator. I'm literally playing on my Switch. I'm literally playing on my Switch. I can't go faster. I can't skip. Let me skip the credits. I don't want to hear. Is this Ed Sheeran? I don't want to hear him. But that's the whole thing. They're not dumb. And if you really want it that badly, there are emulators on the Switch. Download the emulators on the Switch and go play your game. Like, it's really not that serious. They're not, I promise you, they're not going to make $50 million off of re-releasing those old games. People don't care about them as much as you think they do. At most, it'll hit Legends Arceus numbers and be around 17 to 18 million copies sold. I think that some criticism of the Pokemon Company and Game Freak and everything, I think that it's 100% warranted. I think that there's so many things that they could do better. I don't think that this is one of them. Oh my gosh, let me skip the credits. At this point, you're just insulting them just for the sake of insulting them. And it's the people like you that do nothing but insult them that are the reason they won't do this stuff, because you have not, you don't have constructive criticism. You're not coming at this in a manner that is professional or articulate or, you know, with any type of common decency. You think that insulting them is going to make them act on something, and it's just not. Because if I'm a producer, or if I'm, you know, this company and I want fan feedback, I don't give a crap about the people that are bad mouthing me. But if you have legitimate criticism, or if you have a legitimate need or concern, that you come to me like we're grown adults trying to handle a business transaction, then I'll listen to you. And maybe at some point in the future, I'll try to find out a way to implement, you know, your ideas into our future projects. And I think that if you can come to me like that, then I'm a lot more likely to be more receptive to you. But if you're gonna go and call me a dumbass or say that I'm not smart or I'm being stupid as hell, I don't care. I will see you right out the door. Like, your opinion now means absolutely nothing to me, because you have nothing nice or nothing constructive to say. And at this point, like, I don't need your money, because I can go print money with whatever I throw out. And I understand, you know, some people do like the legitimacy of, you know, going and buying a real game and not using an emulator and everything like that, because I would rather have the real game than have a digital too. Like, even like my Pokemon games now, like, they're the only games that I buy like physical copies for. Like, everything else is digital except for my Kirby game. My Kirby game is physical copy. But that's it, really. Like, everything else, if it's not Pokemon, it's digital. So I understand, like, you know, wanting to have a legitimate copy of a game. But like I said before, like insulting insulting me is not how you're gonna get a response out of me. Like I'm gonna look at you like you're stupid, like you have absolutely zero professionalism, and I would never in a million years want to work with you or anybody else that's like you. And if you're the type of person that thinks insulting somebody is how you get your point across, then being in any position of power or influence is not a position that's good for you. Like you literally deserve to be ignored if you can't have some decency and respect. How is my tarot orb reacting? It's not doing anything. Can I terrestrialize my Pokemon without charging it again? Except this is a discussion, not a meeting in which I'm sure in which there's no facts though. The demand is there. There's no facts. Man, the blue suit, that's oh boy. I can't remember his name. Serrano, I think. And that's the thing, like even in a discussion, like there's a way to go about things. And the way you're going about things is not, the right way to go about things. Like this is no different. Like me talking to you versus how you're talking to me about them is no different than us talking in a room full of shareholders, talking business. They're not ignoring you. Like they're not ignoring you. They're not ignoring, the thousands of people that want this. But just because you're vocal doesn't make you the majority. You gotta remember, this is still a game for kids. And there are still more kids that play these games than adults. Oh, this is how I got the permanent fly thingy. I thought I got it from doing her trial thing. I'm hungry now. Don't wait till later. Feed me. Yes. Now I can permafly. That's so cool. I'm so happy I finally got this. Because otherwise it would have been done. You're not the only demographic out there though. A lot more people have been vocal about it. No. You see people being vocal about it. It does not make you the majority. Just because somebody has a platform does not mean that they speak for everybody, because you don't speak for everybody. I have a platform. I don't speak for everybody. My entire page is literally built on arguing with people because my opinion doesn't match theirs. So just because you have that platform, just because you have, X amount of subscribers or followers or on social media, doesn't make you the boss. Doesn't mean that your opinion matters more than somebody else's. Just because you are the one in 100,000 or the one in 500,000 doesn't mean that you are the majority when there's 50 million people playing the game. Because a few 100,000 people does not equate to the millions, the dozens of millions of people that probably don't share your same sentiment. Like, you think that you're a majority, but you're not. And that's where the issue lies. The issue lies in the fact that you think that you are bigger than you are, and you're not bigger than you are. Like, adults right now are seeing more than kids, because you're not going to go see kids on live streams, and you like, yeah, and you're not going to see kids on live streams. First off, they can't be on these live streams and stuff like that because they're not old enough most of the time, and because they're too busy enjoying playing the game to think about the stuff that came out before they were born. And for the few million people that are adults that are playing these games, great, congratulations. But the people like you that are entitled are literally just the scalpers of the video games. Like, y'all are no different or better than the scalpers that go off and, you know, take the trading card boxes off the shelves. I want to go to the top of the terrarium now, so I can go get those items on top of the big ball. Can I just fly there? So it's not that you're, you know, not being heard. It's just that the majority of you have absolutely zero tact. Up we go. To the center of the world. And I don't care what anybody says, nobody can tell me that the terrarium is bad. Nobody can tell me that Scarlet and Violet DLC are not, like, some of the best additions to Pokemon ever. It doesn't even look like it looks like I'm going up, but you could like barely tell. The clouds are moving sideways. See, there's the ball. Turn towards the ball, please. There we go. I'm trying to figure out how on earth did Briar get up here? Because Briar said that she's been working with the mixture and stuff. Because, you know, when you look up here before, it's green. But Briar said that she mixed it with the stuff that we got from Area Zero. But how did you get up here, Briar? Because if you had to use a Pokemon to get up here and you didn't help me in Area Zero, where I was literally fighting for our lives collectively, then I want to knock this whole thing down. And then make every Pokemon terrestrialize into Stellar Terra type. Because how dare you not help me? Look at me, I'm on top of the world. You know what's crazy? You can literally come up here every day and those items will be back. Can't climb on this silver pole though. It's so crazy. Like, being able to see up here. Or see down there from up here, I should say. Oops, didn't mean to do that. I catch you later, brother. Lagging for half an hour sorting out my PC. Yeah, I was gonna be, I have to figure out how I'm gonna do Sunflora. Because Sunflora seems to freeze on OBS. So I gotta figure that out. You know, I fall way faster than way faster than I fly up. Gotta make safe landings. But okay, I'm checking out now. I completed the story and everything like that. So I've done everything that I wanted to do today. You can download the thing I have. Sparkle will link it to you. What thing? I mean, I have the emulator and everything. It's I just gotta get it to like stop freezing and whatnot. But it probably was only really freezing because I had a whole bunch of stuff up at one time. But I'm not stressing it too much right now. Adios, my friends. I shall see you next time I stream. What is this? Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Hello, there's so many people coming right when I ended this stream.